Hi, I'm Sarah Shepherd and welcome to my weekly Tarotscopes. Hi there, welcome to this week's Tarotscopes for the week of the 2nd of November to the 8th of November. November, here we are, well into autumn, beautiful colours, cold weather, lots of wind and rain, but we'll make the most of it. If you're in the UK, I know we've just been put into a month-long lockdown from Thursday. Some of you may be feeling a bit depressed at the thought and anxious at the thought, but just see it as a hibernation. See it as time to rest, recuperate, try something new and come out shining, come out amazing. Just let's hope everybody listens this time and this is the last time we have to do it. Anyway, let's begin. Aries travel and your vehicle or anything to do with wheels is a disruption for you this week. I don't know if your car needed an MOT or it needed looking at, or the way that you get somewhere changed, the route has changed. Allow more time for your travel. Definitely a gremlin in the works this week. Taurus, you're a bit emotional at the moment. I think you need to take a step back and have a look at the full picture, because you're dealing with things on a daily basis, on a crisis by crisis basis, and you need to step back. At the moment, everything is overwhelming, but when you try and do everything at once, it will be. You just need to break it down into its components and see which bit you can deal with first and do it bit by bit. Don't try and do it all at once. Gemini, you've got money on your mind at the moment and how to make it. Money's never been a problem. You've always had your payments covered, etc, but it's your little luxuries you're worried about. It's about getting things, enjoying life a bit more, and you feel that money is what will help. So I needed to sit down and think, what do I enjoy that I can turn into a money making thing? The little projects that are always so successful are things that you enjoy doing. If you sit down and you're going to say make Christmas crackers and you think I can't be asked to do this, then that's not the thing for you. You've got to enjoy what you do. So every order that comes running in, you can't wait to do it. Cancer, you've gone deep inside yourself at the moment, mate. You're very, very emotional. You're going to need to let this out at some point, and God help whoever gets in the way. You need some kind of outlet, whether it's going to a field and screaming or punching a pillow or something like that. Sometimes your name's Sarah Shepherd, it's a bloody good drink that helps you out, but you can't keep holding these things in. You've got to let them out. Leo, looking on the negative at the moment. I don't think you're alone in this in the world at the moment. Everybody's looking at the negative side of things. There doesn't seem to be much positive going on. You need to find it though, because we can't have our Leos going downhill. They're our leaders. They're the people we look to for answers. So don't let the side down, mate. Try and find some positivity. Virgo, you're another one crying in your sleep. All is not lost. There is positives to find. I think the problem with you, Virgo, is you've been too strong for too long and things are starting to eat away at you. And these are things you need to deal with. As much as you try and bury things, they will come out eventually. So come on, let's deal with it. Write yourself a letter, write a journal. I know you're not very good at confrontations, but you need to get this out of your system. Libra, here we go. You're stuck again, aren't you, mate? 2 steps forward, 1 step back. No, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I struggle with this every week. I do apologise. But you feel like you're not getting anywhere. But a step is a step. Maybe you should start recording them. Maybe you should write them down and say, we did this week. So that when you look back, you think, no, we have made progress. We have gone from where we were. But unfortunately, like everybody else in the world, you've been put on in limbo as well. But like we've said for previous signs, come on, let's make the most of it. Let's come out of this a different person, a better person. Let's educate ourselves while we can't go anywhere. Scorpio, you're starting to worry a bit about money at the moment. You need to get this sorted out. I feel it's a budget thing. I think you just haven't got everything running smoothly. Go through your bank statements. Maybe your direct debits come out on the wrong days. Maybe they come out just before payday or just after or nowhere near payday. Make sure that you know when your payday is. Make sure they come out the following day, and then you know you're all right. Whatever you've got left for the month. I don't know. I think there's some clever budgeting we can do here. Maybe get in touch with your utilities and see if we can't do some of the things cheaper. Put your phone bill down. Maybe you're paying something you don't need to, but there's lots of things that you can look into. Sagittarius, spending a lot of time in the past at the moment, looking backwards and thinking of better times, and either that or we've got something that won't go away. There's a situation that keeps raising its head, and until you deal with it, it's going to keep coming back. Sometimes we've got a situation where we think we're right, and we know we are right, and we're hanging out for that truth moment. Sometimes that's never going to come. And we waste so much time and energy waiting for it. Sometimes you just need to say, you know what, draw a line under it. I know I'm right. I know I deserve this. I'm not going to get it. Let's try something else. We could all learn from that. Capricorn, you feel like jacking it all in and walking away. You've had enough. Work-wise, you've had enough. I feel you're one of the few that is still getting to work. Maybe we should count our blessings with this, that you do still have a job, that you do still have work. Okay, it's not ideal, and in these times it's really hard, but there's what we need to remember, Capricorn, is a lot of people look at your position and wish they had what you had. So let's try and be a little bit grateful, okay? Aquarius, you have got a mouth on you this week. You can be a little bit abrupt, you can be a little bit sharp. You don't mean to be, it's just you can see what needs saying and you just say it and there's no filter. Just please be aware of the person on the other end, because they might not accept the delivery. Okay, the story's right, the viewpoint's right, and what you need to say is right, but it's the way it's said. So let's maybe have a little think about that. Lastly, Pisces, I've got a major change coming up for you. Something has got to give. This is a good thing. Something's coming to an end and something new is beginning. And whatever's coming to an end has been stagnant for a long time. It's been and seen its day. It's about time things changed. Embrace the new. I know you probably don't like change very much, but only the best can come from this. Only good things can come. Nothing can be as bad as what was. So let's embrace the new. Let's march forward. Let's have courage. Let's be brave. I know you can do it. Right, that's us for this week. If you'd like a more personal reading, there are some available in my Etsy store, which is Mystical Mayhem Store. Or you can email me on sarahmysticalmayhem@hotmail.co.uk. I've opened a Patreon account and we can get discounted readings through there by subscribing. You can also get a transcribe of this podcast and lots of other content that I don't share for free or on any of my social media platforms. So it might be worth having a little look. That's patreon.com/mysticalmayhem. Right, I do have somebody with me. I'm going to tune in now and I'll be back with you shortly. Right, I have a gentleman with me today and he's been telling me his name is Pete or Peter. I don't feel he was very old when he passed. I'm going 60s. And we had a problem with his left leg. I don't know if he'd actually lost it or lost the use of it. There seems to be a lot of issues surrounding this. He was trying to tell me yesterday that he likes the old music. He likes all the rock and roll stuff. I was in the car and they played Dusty Springfield, The Son of a Preacher Man, and I could, all tingly, I felt that was one of his faves. So I don't know if that makes him think of you. Reminds you of him, sorry. I feel like he was a hands-on gentleman. He was street smart. He probably wasn't education smart, but he knew people and he knew what he knew, and he didn't need to know anything else. He would not have bothered with the news. He didn't too much doom and gloom. But he had family. He leaves behind family and loves them dearly. Still watches over them. And I feel like somebody didn't make it to his death, but he didn't want it that way. Okay, I think maybe he was alone when he passed, but not because people didn't love him, but because of it spared his dignity, really. Okay. been shown the south coast. Now I don't know if he comes from the south coast or if that's somewhere he likes to be, but I can see beaches, and I think I'm looking Isle of Wight, Hayling Island, that kind of direction. This could have been a place to be. I'm not entirely sure this is where he would have wanted to live, but when I say south coast, for my American friends, I'm talking about the south coast of the UK. And so I think this guy is a UK person. He would enjoy weekends away, and I think this is why he's telling me about the rock and roll, that this is something that you would have travelled to do. Okay. Not opposed to a bit of football as well. Everybody had to keep quiet when the football was on. I don't think everybody in the household agreed on the same team, which didn't always go down too well. But I think we're not talking about London teams. I think we're talking about out of London teams. Okay, he did enjoy a bit of a tipple. We like the old a bit of a pint, but we wouldn't have gone out to drink. This is something we would have had at home. We would have always have had the beers in. Anyone through the door, like a cuppa or a beer. He was a good host. That's how I'd like to put it. He was a good host. Yeah, there were grandchildren around. There's a little boy in particular who was the apple of his. Sorry, it's making me burp, so I wonder if there was some kind of an indigestion problem towards the end. It feels like it was possibly a feeding problem or somewhere within the stomach that was his issue. Yeah, there's a little boy around who is his pride of joy. Used to have him on his shoulders and show him how to kick a ball, etc. And he was a good granddad. Now, he tells me we're looking for a young lady, and I feel like this must be his daughter. She's going through it a little bit at the moment. I feel it's a mental health thing, but she's not. She sees it as a sign of weakness and won't ask for help. I'm sorry, my throat's crackling. This is his emotions. If he was here, he'd give her a big cuddle and tell her she's doing a good job. And I think that's what she needs to hear. Looking for the initial of E with this lady. So I don't know if she's an Emma or an Ellie or an Ella or something like that. But she needs this big cuddle. If I could come and do it for him, I would. I feel like that's what he's asking me to do. Come and give you that great big cuddle and tell you are doing fine. You're making the best out of a poor situation and you should be proud of yourself. His only thing is you don't do anything for yourself, you do everything for everybody else. Maybe if you had a little hobby or a little distraction, even if it's going out for a walk or a run or something like that, something that's just for you, he feels that would help with ease the tension that you feel always running around looking after everybody else. And I know anybody listening to this can resonate with that. There's a little message for all my young ladies out there who are running around school days, work days, clubs, Take some time out for yourself. None of this is worth it if you're running to the ground. Happy mum, happy family, happy children. So, yeah, there is nothing wrong with running an hour-long bath and reading a book. Well, there's nothing wrong with taking yourself to a friend's for a coffee for an hour. No, do some things for yourself. You can't drink from empty cups. So I think he's trying to get that point across to everybody, not just his young lady that he's looking for. There's some little joke here about the dog. And he's saying, don't kick the dog. And I don't think he means that in any kind of malice. Does the dog get in the way? Does someone fall over the dog all the time? Because it seems to be something that he finds quite funny. So it seems to be an in-joke, a family joke. Does the dog sleep somewhere that's the most awkward place? Because he's saying, just kick the dog out of the way. And that's something he would have said. That was his kind of sense of humour. Right, I'm not getting much more from this gentleman, I'm afraid, but he's sending lots of love to his family, his children, his grandchildren. I can't seem to get a wife around, so I'm wondering if they were separated. Doesn't seem to have much to say where she is concerned, but his children definitely are the ones that he misses. Sorry, my throat's gone again. That's him trying to speak. Very emotional. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to send his peace and his love and his blessings to everybody that he knows and everybody around. You all needed that little message right now. All my young mums or older mums or mums that don't feel they're not doing enough. You all need to know this. You are doing a great job. You're doing the best that you can with what you're given, and nobody can ask for anything else apart from looking after yourselves. Okay, that's me for this week. I hope you've enjoyed my Tarotscopes. I'm working hard with readings and I'm working hard with bracelets, and now we're in lockdown, I might actually get these candles and salts sorted out. See what I did there? So I'd have some more items. This evening we're at Bruce Castle Park doing our annual Lady Constantia Ghost Walk. If you haven't had a chance to book tickets, it's not too late just to turn up at 11:30 and pay on the door. It will be a fun evening. There will be messages, there will be local history, there will be refreshments, all for £20. All you need to do is turn up at Tea on the Green, Bruce Castle Park, Lordship Lane at 11:30 tonight. The entrance is opposite the zebra crossing, which is opposite the old court on Lordship Lane, so quite easy to find. Okay, that's it for me this week. So we've got no choice but to stay safe, have we? Now we're all going to be stuck indoors again. Stay safe, stay kind, look after each other, and yeah, this will pass. I have complete faith that this will pass. I'm not going to say soon because I would be lying, but eventually think we will get back to a new kind of normal. Just everybody needs to be sensible and think of everybody else. But there we go. I'm not getting political. Thanks for listening. I hope this has helped somebody somewhere. And until next week, toodles.